Three things I see people do when they first come to see me and they're really struggling with anxiety. Three things that they do that are really not helping them. The first thing that tends to happen is that people hate it. They want to ignore it. They want to get shot of it. They want to get rid of it. And kind of, can you blame them because it's so awful? But the reality is that trying to ignore anxiety just makes it worse. I see so many people coming to see me and they've been trying to ignore it for years and it's just been getting worse. And there's loads and loads of research out there that says that when we do ignore the anxiety, it gets worse. So ignoring it, hoping it will go away, is not helping. The second thing is people isolate themselves. There's often thoughts of, well, I can't let anybody else know that I'm feeling this way. What would they think? How could they help? How could they solve my problems? Will they still like me or love me, or will they think I'm a bit mad if they know what's going on inside my head? And so much I think of anxiety is the underlying cause is about how we connect to people. And so by isolating ourselves a bit, that's not helping either. And the third thing I think that we do is we spin our wheels. Anxiety by its very nature is incredibly energy demanding. It takes a lot of energy out of us, just in the way that we think and in some of the behaviours that we engage in that just don't help. And we can end up like revving the engine flat as hard as we can to the red line, and we've not put the car in gear, so we're not really moving anywhere. So we become even more exhausted by it. So I think the main thing that I've seen people do that really helps with their anxiety, first and foremost, is understand it. Understand what anxiety is and understand their own story about anxiety. And that's why I put together my Worried That You Worry Too Much presentation. People who come along to this presentation find it really, really valuable in getting a broad understanding of what anxiety is. And that in itself creates understanding and tips and strategies that will reduce anxiety going forward. It also comes with a free one-to-one with me, where we can sit down in my private therapy room here and go into your anxiety in a little bit more detail to understand your story, understand where the anxiety is coming from and exactly what you can do about it. And that in itself often produces a massive relief. The overwhelming sense of, oh my God, that's so good to get that off my chest, to talk it through, and now I understand it, I can go and behave differently and do different things in the world. So I'd love to see you at one of my Worried That You Worry Too Much presentations. I'd love it to be able to help you like it's helped hundreds of people in the past. And maybe if you'd like, you could take advantage of the free one-to-one, and we could come here and get into your story a little bit more and really find some great solutions to the anxiety problem.